bensound.com.
When magnates quarrel, the realm trembles and commoners bleed. My beloved Bohemia has been enveloped by a grim shadow, led by the devious and cruel Heinrich of Rosenberg. Some of our more ambitious lords have formed the so-called Union of Nobility and deposed King Wenceslaus. In a world governed by God and greed, it seems that not even monarchs are safe. Now I too have been swept up by this chaos. They call me Jan Žižka for the eye that I lost in my youth. For most of my life I tended to my family's small estate in Trocnova, while all around me, our homeland slowly went to the dogs. Once I inherited the land, I sold it to seek my fortune in Prague, where I became a retainer of the court. Now, with no king to serve and enemies closing in on all sides, I must once more forge a new life for myself. Having gathered what little I own, I set out into the country. There, in this vibrant land of verdant forests, majestic mountains, and rushing rivers, I shall seek out those bold men who would join me in a desperate battle against this foul tyranny. My enemies take me for a fool, mocking me as one-eyed Žižka, but it is they who cannot see. Like the one-eyed god of whom the men in the far north tell tales, I have a talent for the art of war. The Rosenberg scum rule this region from their citadel in the south. We shall tear it down, brick by brick. We will need resources to sustain our army. Harry these lands and rob our enemies so that we might eat instead.
You are a unique specimen, Jan of Trocnova. I shall watch your exploits with keen interest.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Bravo, Jan Žižka, bravo! Take this gold and hire some mercenaries with it.
Ano, pane. Jak žádáš.
No wounds daunts this one-eyed warrior. I will soon be back. Mark my words.
Co přikazuješ? Rozumím, jak žádáš. Ano, pane. Ano. Bojujme! Do zbraně! Do útoku! Do zbraně! Rozumím.
This
Ano, pane.
settlement will provide us with meager supplies.
žádáš.
But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Do útoku! Ano, pane. Jak žádáš. Rozumím. Jak žádáš.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering hooves? My armies come to stomp you out, like the vermin that you are.
Ano. Bojujme!
You cover yourself in glory without becoming arrogant, Yana Protsnova. Now gird your armies with this equipment as well.
Ano, pane.
possessions alone. And I will offer you a quick death. Persist, and I will watch your long
Vašim službám. Do zbraně!
eyes with glee.
I can appreciate a man who fights valiantly under unfavorable conditions. I offer you these fighting men as a token of my favor. Now bring fire and ruin to our traitorous enemies.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own. This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
Co přikazuješ? Ano. Do útoku! Do zbraně! Co přikazuješ? Do útoku! Vašim službám! Rozumím! Bojujme! Do útoku!
Bravo, Janžiska, bravo! Take this gold and hire some mercenaries.
Ano, co přikazuješ? Bojujme! Ano, vašim službám! Do útoku! Co přikazuješ? Bojujme! Ano. Ano, pane.
This settlement will provide us with meager supplies. But if we are in a pinch, we can burn it and take its stockpiles for our own.
K vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš. K vašim službám. Do zbraně! Rozumím. Ano, pane.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering
Ano.
hooves?
Do útoku!
My armies
Jak
come to
žádáš.
stomp you out
Ano, pane.
like the vermin that you are.
Bojujme! Vašim službám! Do útoku! Ano.
You cover yourself in glory without becoming arrogant, young Princeman. Now gird your armies with this equipment as well.
Jak žádáš.
We can pasture these cows
Dos
north
zbraně.
of our camp. Their milk will keep our bold fighters strong.
K vašim službám! Do útoku! Bojujme! Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. K vašim službám! Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Ano. Rozumím. Jak žádáš. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Jak žádáš. Rozumím. K vašim službám. Ano, pane. Rozumím. Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Ano, jak žádáš. Ano, pane.
We can pasture these cows north of our camp. Their milk will keep our bold fighters strong. We can use these buildings to support our bands of raiders. We can pasture these cows north of our camp. Their milk will keep our bold fighters strong.
So, a pack of weasels assails my castle walls. Guards, bring any survivors to my dungeons. Soon the cells will ring with the sweet sound of anguished howls.
Your demented sadism is at an end, Henrik. I am here to dispatch you to the fires of hell. We can pasture these cows north of our camp. Their milk will keep our bold fighters strong.
I can appreciate a man who fights valiantly under unfavorable conditions. I offer you these fighting men as a token of my favor. Now bring fire and ruin to our traitorous enemies.
Do zbraně! Co přikazuju? Do útoku! Rozumím. Bojujme! Vašim službám! Do útoku! Ano. Do zbraně! Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane.
Do you hear the rhythm of boots and the din of thundering hooves? My armies come to stomp you out, like the vermin that you are.
We can use these buildings to support our bands of raiders.
You think me doomed, you rat? But I left the castle long ago.
Ano. Vašim službám. Bojujme! Ano. Do útoku! Vašim službám.
Justice pursues you at the point of a blade, Henrik. Run while you can, you lousy fiend. We can use these buildings to support our bands of raiders. It is strangely gratifying to destroy the livelihoods of those who have extinguished your own. Yet, life on the road as a hired sword is perilous. When you walk the edge of a knife, any error may prove fatal. While I was busy razing the Rosenberg fortress to a smoldering ruin, Heinrich's forces captured a mercenary band led by my own brother. For refusing to give us up, he was cruelly slain along with his men. I came too late to rescue him, and my rash decision left me chained in a cell, awaiting my grim fate. I can only pray to God that I might prove as steadfast and unyielding in the face of torment and death as my brother was.